Baseball needs instant replay. Bud Selig, you need instant replay. Hello everybody, Jonathan Mosette here with you on behalf of jmsports.org. Man, after what we saw yesterday in baseball games, yesterday being Thursday, Bud Selig needs instant replay. For the love of God, I think it's inevitable. Another thing I took away from yesterday: the Rays are not getting by the Rangers. I said they were, and I will be the first to admit I was wrong. The Rays cannot hit the baseball. And in order to win a game, in order to win a playoff series especially, you have to win a baseball game. And if you can't hit the ball throughout the first two games, you are not miraculously going to turn around and come out and dominate the rest of the time. You can blame a little bit on the umpires and stuff like that. And why I say that is this: there was I believe it was a 1-2 count to the Texas Rangers' Michael Young, who on the 1-2 pitch checked his swing. And he did check his swing. That was, I'm sorry, he did not check his swing. He checked his swing. He did not check his swing. Plain as day. It got called a ball, 3-2. Next pitch, boom, he hits it out of the yard for a 3-run shot that did help the Rangers. But you can't put that win solely on that, because it's not like the Rangers lost the game. It's not like the Rays lost the game 3-2 or anything. They lost the game 6-0. So they weren't getting hits. That doesn't help. You have to get hits in order to win a game. That's obvious. Okay, I'm not trying to state the obvious, but that's just the way it is. So that was the problem there. The Rangers are up 2-0. You know, I think the Rays will eventually win a game in this series. Maybe win 2, but they're not winning the series. The Rangers are not. The Rangers are advancing. The Rangers will face the Yankees. The reason why I say they'll face the Yankees: Twins in the same boat. The Twins can hit, but the Twins have just this horrible lock on them in the playoffs, and the Yankees, and the streak is continuing to roll. The losing streak is continuing to roll, and you know, they're just in a world of hurt, and it's hard for them. And they had a problem yesterday too with the strike zone. The strike zone was all over the board, and I think, you know, it's cool that umpires are given the freedom to have their own strike zone. But the problem is the strike zone is just, it's never consistent. The problem with the strike zone is it's never consistent. It hasn't been for a while, but it was just all over the board. And there was one pitch in there that, you know, a hitter can sell whether or not, you know, or what you know, every now and then, if they think that they've hit ball 4, or they think that they've hit a strike out, they'll start walking. They won't sit there and wait for the umpire to make the call. There was one pitch yesterday where just everybody stood still because nobody knew when it was going to be called. It got called a late strike. The Twins went up in an uproar, because it got called the ball. I'm sorry, it got called the ball. it should have been called a strike. It wasn't. And Gardenhire, the manager for Rod Gardenhire, the manager for the Twins, came out, argued, got himself ejected. It wasn't pretty at all. And the Yankees ended up going on to win that game. The thing about the Twins cannot snap out of this slump against the Yankees. They just cannot do it. They cannot win, for whatever reason, these baseball games. And, they have leads. In this losing streak, they've led pretty much, if not every game at one point in time, most of the games they've led. And if they lose the lead and lose the game, and there's just no way that the Twins are going to come back from 2 down against the Yankees. And to be honest, I think I was wrong about that one too. I don't think the game goes to 5. I said 5. I don't think it does. The other game that happened yesterday, Giants and Braves. Game 1 of that series from San Francisco. Instant replay had the biggest effect on that game. And the reason why I say that is because they really did. Because that game finished in a 1-0 Giant win. The one run came off of a single that scored Buster Posey. Buster Posey hit a single to get on first. He tried his first steal of the year, his first attempt of the year, and he was clearly out, clearly got tagged before the base got there. And even Buster Posey said in the press conference, when he was asked in the post-game press conference, "Buster, were you safe?" His exact words were, he laughed and said, "It's a good thing we don't have instant replay right now." What does that tell you? And then Buster Posey went on to score to win that game. Buster Posey doesn't score, who knows who wins that game? Maybe Atlanta wins that game. Who knows? So, Bud Selig, you have to bring instant replay in. Good Lord, every other sport has it. Little League has it. Come on, get with the times. The problem is baseball's management's just too old. They don't like change. When you get older, you don't like change. There's a lot of people that don't like change now. I don't like change, all the time. But, sometimes you just have to suck it up, and it has to happen. And this is just one of the times where it has to happen. For the love of God, Bud Selig, get instant replay. Okay. That leads us to today's games. First of all, Cincinnati Reds go with Bronson Arroyo. Philadelphia Phillies coming off of Roy Halladay's no-hitter, complete game no-hitter. This is Cincinnati's best chance to win a game. This is Cincinnati's best chance to win a game. They're not getting away from Cole Hamels. They obviously didn't get away from Roy Halladay. Roy Oswalt is their best chance to get to him. But it's not that good of a chance. However, Roy Oswalt 0-2 this year against the Reds. The other game that we have is the Giants and the Braves. Giants going with Matt Cain. I've got the Brett. I'm sorry, I said Brett because I'm reading across the screen. I'm looking across the screen for some allegations that Brett Favre has run into, and I'll talk about those, not today, but I'll talk about those after I get a little more information. I don't feel ready talking about it right now because there's not a whole lot of information out there about it. All I do have to say is when Favre was asked about it, Favre said, let's not go there. That's the only thing I'm going to say for right now. I'll comment on it after I get more detail. The Giants, Braves, I would love, like I said, for the Braves to win the series. I would love to be gone there. I would love for the Braves to win the series, but I don't necessarily know that it happens. But I would love for it to happen. I think that the Braves win tonight's game, though. So that's what I do say about that. Not the best video, I know, but I'm not feeling the greatest tonight, so I don't know, probably definitely wasn't my best video. I think I'm done for the night as far as videos. I will be back tomorrow with my college football picks and also NFL previews for Week 5 in the NFL. I screwed up on the last week's video, so it was my picks for Week 5. It's actually my picks for Week 4. I'll go in and change that. So, for JM Sports 100 on YouTube and for JMSports.org, I am Jonathan Mosette. Have a great Friday night, everybody.